You all have pens and papers? Mm-hmm. Everybody? So could you quickly, first thing that comes to mind, one thing you would like to learn at Toastmasters, or like to learn or improve on in your public speaking? One thing, first thing comes to mind. If you have more than one, that's great, but sort of want that first one, like, oh, I know what it is. Okay? Thanks. There will be a quiz later, but you already know the answer. Teach what you want to learn. Now, as Cecil said, it sounds a little backwards. You'd think, well, don't I have to learn it first, and then I can teach it, because then I know it, right? But teaching actually gives us a circle of knowledge. So for example, right now, I am leading groups of families writing books together with their kids. Now, I have done this 7 times, 5 times with my own boys, 2 times with my nieces. So I've co-written 7 books with kids. So I have experience in the topic. I have knowledge of the topic. I've done it myself 7 times. Over the years, I've had good times and bad, hard times and easy. I know what I'm doing. I know how to do it. However, it is a different story if I want to teach this information. Because it doesn't matter how well I know it. That doesn't help you at all. I need to be able to convey that information to you in a manner that you understand and then you learn as well. And the secret little kicker here, the little bonus brownie point, is that when you're teaching, you learn the subject even more deeply. Because when you learn, again, it's just that sort of a one-way street, right? The information is coming in, and you're gathering it, and you absorb it, and then maybe, you can put it into practice, and you can use the information, or, yes, I know that information, yes, I do. And you can use it. However, to take it to the next level, to be able to explain to an audience in simple terms, in terms that the layman, the non-expert, the person who has not written a book with their kid, they have to understand me. I have to be able to relate to them. I mean, I've done it 7 times. I'm like, oh, I can do that, that's easy. No, it's not. It was not easy the first time. So I need to still be able to relate to them in a way that then they can learn from my teaching. Teach what you want to learn. So, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Bradley, that's a really wonderful story with all the parents and the kids and the books and stuff. But how does that relate to me? How does that relate to an Utrecht Toastmaster, or even a guest? How can we use this methodology in our own lives, or in our Toastmasters experience? So recently, I was asked to be the ambassador of a new club, new Toastmasters club in the Netherlands. Now, you might think the first thought is, Bradley, you've been in Toastmasters for a year. What do you know about setting up a club? I think, well, on the one hand, I am fresh enough to know that I can relate to that new club because I have those first-timer questions. And then what I also have is you. I have a room full of experience here who has different experiences that we can piece together and pull together to make a cohesive educational package that we can then teach to that new club. And now, what you wrote down. What you wrote down is something, before I talk about teaching what you want to learn, this is something you want to learn. But the challenge to take it to another level would be, it's a little scary, and it is difficult, to think of what you wrote down. What if I had to teach that? And what if I know nothing about it? Well, what are you going to do? You're first going to learn about it, but then in the back of your mind you're going to be thinking, I have to teach this. I have to teach somebody this. But remember, we at Toastmasters, even you guests already have 17 more minutes experience than that club that hasn't even been founded yet. So all you need to be able to teach is one little step up above the one who doesn't know anything. They are still looking at you as the expert. We here at Utrecht Toastmasters, we are, in their eyes, the glorious experts with all of the experience. And maybe we are. However, teaching that to them is another level. And this is the level I would like to take Utrecht Toastmasters in the coming weeks and months. So I would like us to build up a vault of educational material, of videos, with the idea of that group in mind. Now, not necessarily that we will actually teach that group through these videos, but to think of, wait, who would benefit from this? The brand new club. Oh, take me, I would like to learn about how to structure my evaluations better. I think I'm not very good at that. I would like to learn more about that. Now we could say, well, Cora knows how to do that. Sabby knows how to do that. They should give the presentation because they have tons of experience in it. And yes, that's true. And that would be a perfectly logical explanation and rationale to have such a speech, because they have much experience and they could do it. However, if someone like me, who does not have so much experience in that particular field, had to learn and sort of leapfrog and get even higher and learn even more, and guess what? I'm going to go ask them, because they have the experience and the knowledge. So I'm going to learn even more. And then when I'm at the point where I get the question from that new Toastmasters member who doesn't know anything, I know it because I'm teaching it. Teach what you want to learn. Use it in your Toastmasters experience. I'm going to be using this as sort of a mantra or a philosophy over the coming weeks and months. I want to collect our own videos as educational material for a potential new club. And so that we keep that in mind, I'm going to learn this information, but ooh, what if I have to teach it? Take it to the next level and teach what you want to learn. Thank you very much.